Hey, good morning. It's Friday morning here in Cypress, Texas. The I haven't been doing my video talks for a bit. Today's supposed to be my podcast. I'm not going to be doing it today or this morning. I'll do it later on in the day. There's just been a lot happening, right? And there was somebody that was a huge influence to me and the church that I've been attending for the last 3 years. And there's been a huge fallout from his passing and uncovering, misdeeds. And but man, the revelation, the understanding that I got from him in his teaching were like, and it really bends my mind because of the way I was conditioned. If you're one way in one thing, you're going to be that way in anything else. If you're a winner, you're going to be a winner. If you're a quitter and a loser, you're going to be a quitter and a loser, right? And this was taught to me by Roy Jones Sr. And he even one day came in the gym, and I'm expecting to train, run, do our exercises, jump rope, shadow box, hit the heavy bag, spar, maybe walk to the floor, working our footwork and all that. I mean, that's what I was expecting, right? But there was more. He talked about mindset. He drew on this whiteboard, about balancing your life, right? And first thing is your faith, and then your job and your family and your hobby and your education, and all these things are like spokes on a wheel. And then some areas you're better, you're further along in those areas than others, right? But he explained how if you don't have it all together, something in your finances or your relationship can pull you back in that area that you're excelling in. All right, you gotta cut, and then I got on with my life, my family, and I started realizing that he was the guy. If I wanted to know something about boxing, he was the master. Okay. But when it came to finances and relationships, not so much. Okay. And I couldn't, by seeing him, his faults with his relationships and finances, couldn't diminish what I learned from him in the other areas, especially boxing. So when it came to boxing, that was, what he said was golden. It was gospel to me. Okay. I had to find somebody else with the finances and the personal relationships, right? And then I had to, so I had to put together my board of advisors, okay, based on their expertise and their being the subject matter experts in the areas that I want to strengthen, of my life. And but the point is this: just because somebody has it together with their finances doesn't mean they're going to have it together in relationships, or they got great relationships, but they got a crappy, they don't deal with their finances well, or their faith isn't so good. But they usually, if somebody's got their faith level is high, their relationships are going to be good. That just seems to be a correlation there, right? But I'm just putting this out for people to use discernment. I was just listening to a podcast, and they're talking about politically, consider the source, right? Well, you got to consider the source. My mom used to say, take it where it comes from, right? And understand, basically that's being empathetic. Understand where people are coming from based on what they're telling you. If they're coming from an area where they know what they're talking about, you might want to listen. If they're talking about something that you see that they don't, take it with a grain of salt. All right, have a good day.